can't even read.
Man, you ain't the champ. Hey, listen, don't make me embarrass you. How you gonna do this? Embarrassing. How you gonna do this? Champ, you go fight more than 4,000 people live. More people in training.
40 years old carrying a school bag. The man doesn't even fucking read.
And Dad tried to teach me and my brothers, never try to be better than someone else. Always learn from others. And never cease trying to be the best you could be. That's under your control. I coined my own definition of success, which is peace of mind, attained only through self-satisfaction and knowing you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable.
What do you both think about fear?
I'm not in this world to live up to your expectations. I'm here to live up to mine.
He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life.
Fear is a teacher.
And I don't skip class.
What are you doing?
Me?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now.
Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now.
Did I just nail the grail?
You just hit the grail.
Did I just nail the grail? Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now.
Hello, Orlando. Hello, Bob Boozle. I got something special for you coming up. You just wait. Bob Boozle, don't go anywhere. I don't know when it's coming, but I got something special for Bob. I got a million ways to want to start the show. I don't even know. What if we tried this? Hey now, I got a million ways I want to start the show. I bought cards. I didn't buy cards most of 2025. I went to the National, bought some things. I was not picking up a lot in 2025, but it's not. It's Happy New Year. Fresh Prince, Collector Charles, Bob Boozle, Pat Farm Chat is here. Gorilla Farmer, Happy New Year. Will Greer, Investor, all as always, bro. Thank you. I swear to God, Will Greer's probably been watching my channel 3 years. I mean, from the beginning. Lonely Baseball Card Basement, Big Mac. I have so many ways I want to start the show. I was not really buying cards in 2025, and I'll tell you what, I made a little investment. You have money in the side. I'm like, okay, I'll do what they're doing. I'm gonna make an alternate investment as well. But I didn't do it in sports cards. So the value's not there. You want to go gamble? You want to hope that there's a year like 2025 where things go to the moon because of other circumstances? Sure. But there is value in One Piece, and it's just, and call me crazy, but I bought some really rare, really, all from the first beginning. If you go back to Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, you could buy the rares or the alternate rares or that's of course what you'd want to do. So I don't think I have time to open them on camera. I don't even know if I will open them on camera. What's up, Oak? I always get your name wrong. Media. Let's just do it that way. So they all haven't even come in yet. I mean, but I bought a few bigger ones. No mangas. I didn't spend that kind of money. But I did actually, go for a little One Piece. If you have not watched Unhinged yet, I mean, that video made me feel like back in summer. By the way, I had so much content to work with that video, but, that video made me excited. I mean, maybe I'll be more choosy or picky with because I was fired up the entire time. It was fun. I knew, oh yeah, this is gonna, and a great video. So if you have not seen this, I didn't sleep. I'm telling you right now, I had a 2-week vacation from Christmas break, right? As a natural person, my natural body clock stays up at night and goes to bed at day, whatever, call me crazy. It's just what it is. But of course for work, that's not normal. So, okay. So over the break, of course, that's what happens. And I stayed up. Sunday night, I didn't sleep. I go to work Monday, work went well. I get home and I worked on this story all night. So, I mean, I finally got sleep last night. Thank God. It felt good. Well, we got Trite coming on. We got AIH coming on. AIH is all. I didn't prep his stuff because I was so busy with everything else. By the way, I think Rhonda's going to call in later. She wants to do more Tuesday stuff. Rhonda, if you're here, listen, I'm not sure if Sports Card Queen is here yet. Feel free whenever. We'll test it. We'll see how it goes this month. It should be fun. It should be fine having her as, semi co-host in another person on the screen. So, anyways, that's Rhonda. She's been more than helpful, thankful, supportive. Looking forward to it. By the way, about an hour ago, maybe half hour ago, a good way to start the new year. I think it's going to be tougher this year picking up subscribers. I mean, unless there's more stories like our boy Pistol Pete here. Come. Just talk, and it comes out. Yeah, Pistol Pete. Damn, that is good. I did not think of that prior. Anyways, 8,000 subs. Thank you. I enjoy Tuesdays and Wednesdays are a blast. I'm glad we're back. We're starting. Thank you to people supporting. Thank you to people helping. And Kobe's my guy, so I had to throw Kobe up there. But 8,000 subscribers, I want to say push, let's get 10,000 by the end of the year. I think even that's going to be it. It's not easy getting subscribers in this niche. I have to hit, and YouTube's a factor too, and the algorithm's a factor, and depending the stories are a factor. So yeah, I'd love to see 10,000 by the end of the year, but really neat. Because by the way, this time last year we had less than Professor Sports Card had less than 3,000 subscribers. Yeah, less than 3,000. So to get 5,000 the past year, pretty exciting. The show is better with voicemails. So it's 702. If you remove the text real quick, or the chat, I don't know if you can hear me, the comment, but 702-483-7344. We'll get up there. You go. 702-483-7344. This is one of the first shows, and it's probably because it's a new year. We did about I got through a few voicemails the last couple of days, but I have no voicemails today. So 702-483-7344. It can't be argued that the show is better with voicemails. Membership's $5. I put out I need to be better. I got membership videos. They're more personal, more fun, silly, nothing crazy, more personal about, just life or whatever. But it's $5 a month. It's mainly to support the channel, support what we're doing here. I'm doing here. Get your name on the bottom there. We got some emojis. Gorilla Farm. Maybe you could put some of the emojis in the chat. Show the hey now. Anyways, we need voicemail 702-483-7344. AIH is calling in at 5:30 or 8:30, depending your time. Trike is calling in at 6. Hey, the first ever promo code. I'm no pushing, but if you do want a month off Card Ladder, I use Card Ladder Prof. Is the code for Professor Card Ladder. Nothing there. Oh, we'll start this way. If you haven't seen the video, you need to go watch it. If you have seen the video, here's some a little extended footage.
Get stuck in their teenage years, even when they are older. Katie, you do have some outcasts who are stuck in there that think that all of a sudden, because they were bullied their whole lives, that they're bullies now. And that's cool too.
I find that such a weird way of thinking. I've heard other people say that. He's not the only mind that thinks that way. But a bully normally starts as a bully pretty early. That's not something that develops at 40 or 50 years old, not even 20 or 30. Bullies, it's not because you got bullied until you were 35 years old or even 18 years old that you get bullied when you're 7 and decide, no, I'm going to be the bully. That shit starts you could tell the bully at 9 in a 2nd grade class, in a 4th grade class. It doesn't work that someone got bullied until they're 30 or 40. I've never understood that. There's a voicemail. Hey now. Red means hang up. Okay. All right. Let me do that, guy. Oh, I didn't bring my phone. No phone with me. Hey now. All right. Phoneless for the night. You're going to have to listen to all the rings, whoever's calling in. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, it just seemed people saying that are normally the bullies themselves, I guess. It's just a weird train of thinking that it's normally that behavior starts pretty early. So, yeah. The other thing I just want to mention, because I don't know this person. I don't know. I know what I know about the story, but the one place where I am going to call out, I don't believe a lot, and it's very simple. You find one hole in things, you could find many, but he talked about there being a lot when he pulled the Anthony Richardson. Who the fuck cares, right? Why did he make such a big deal of him doing that? Who cares? Take it on the chin and move on. People forget quick. People don't know. People don't see everything. I would have never known. I don't know why, I'm also not buying into breaks. But the point is, when he pulled the card, he said it wrong. And then that's when he started talking about the line. There was no fucking line. The line, the only reason he made, I said it wrong because I immediately saw a line. I didn't even know it was a 1-on-1. I was just focused on this line. Of course not. That's a line of bullshit. That's just because he did it wrong. He got it. I don't know if he watches football. I don't know if he's not a big sports guy. I don't know how much he knows about cards, but just take the L and move on. That's just what it is. I'm glad, anyone that grew up in sports, which is probably most of you, you learn a healthy lesson early on. And, you do. You learn. And me, I'm 5'6". I loved basketball. Was I always going to beat everyone? And I was a good passer. I had great court vision. I understand the game really well, very high IQ. But no, man, when I played a lot of my friends one-on-one, I would lose because they're a fucking half a foot or foot taller than me. And it was tough. But as on a 5-on-5, sure, or in boxing, you're going to get your ass kicked many days, and you put your head down and you go to the next day. That's the beauty of sports. Literally. I mean, that is the beauty of sports. Even at 10 years old, you could tell which kids have been on a team and play team sports and which kids have never played sports, because they if you play sports, you normally understand how a team setting a little bit or working with others a little bit. It's just how it is. So, I mean, anyways, I found that his credibility when he said the line on the card, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe there was a line, but I think that's just a line of shit to cover himself. And he tripled down on it, quadrupled down on it. Just take the L. It's always the cover up, right? It's always the cover up. And that's when I see the cover up of that, it just makes, I don't care about anything else, just the credibility of that. Yeah, man, let it go. You messed up. No one will ever remember. But the fact you made it such a big fucking deal, Jiminy Crickets. I really don't think RGL was being evil. I think he was having a funny moment, a silly moment. Let's play on it. It's silly. That's it. A matter of fact, promotion is good. Big deal you said the name wrong. 60,000 fucking people saw who you were. Did 60,000, did 6,000, did 600 people know who you were? 60,000 people got eyeballs on your channel. That's a win. You got in your feelings, bro. You got in your feelings.
Man, I'm 57 years old.
RGL dealt with it for a long time. I'm sure RGL was talking shit. That's what Collector Charles says. I'm sure. I mean, RGL was dealing with this whole thing for a year and a half. But I would imagine this guy outmentioned, I'm assuming Peter outmentioned RGL's mentions of Peter by like 100 or maybe 1,000. It seems like every day he's talking about this group. It's a big deal to this guy. He feels like he got fucked for some reason. You just take the L and move on. Sometimes you do have to pay dues. Sometimes, RGL's been in the game a long time. Me and Charles, you typed that. Bro, I was making videos for 3 years. I built huge connections, and then you wanted to get in with the big dogs. It's like, bro, I earned that shit. Serious. So, and I'm not talking shit, but, RGL earned it. He deserves a little respect. I'm not saying this guy didn't, but the way it seems is like this guy felt like he should be at an even playing field. And you know what? Sometimes you got to pay your dues.
And this is a hobby. I got construction companies. I got restaurants. I'm crazy busy. First of all, I can probably buy out most of those breakers with my lunch money.
First of all, he hesitated. I could probably, and then he says with his lunch money. With his lunch, the guy's full of shit, man. The guy's full of shit. That's all. And that's all I care. First of all, I wouldn't recommend breakers. And second of all, sure, I have some breakers that I think do it on a little bit better than others. This would not be a channel I'd say, hey, go rush out to based off what I'm hearing. I can probably buy all of their breaks. He's a big roller, man. He's got cash. That's probably why he's Pistol Pete.
First of all, I can
appreciate you, Charles.
Buy out most of those breakers with my lunch money. Okay? So really, who's the winner? But I never say that kind of shit. Okay? I never say that kind of shit because that's not what this is.
This is what he's listening to every day.
And having fun. Well, who gives a fuck about the breaker? You know what I mean? I want you guys.
I'm 40 years old, bro.
So,
not to him. I'm just saying that gets me. I'm 40 years old. I still got that.
And it's okay with me. I would never say, "Oh, I seen you in VGK's break and here."
Wait, tell me I'm negative. Nope. Shut. I mean, it's not negative. Oh man, you know what? You're just sour and bitter because you're on the probably on the end of fucking people, and you don't want to be talked about. Maybe it's a little too touchy. Shut the fuck up is what he said. That's what he told me. Shut the fuck up. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, professor, he's a negative piece of shit. I can't even. It hurts my brain is what he said. It hurts my brain. Oh, you poor you. I also recall he said he wouldn't talk shit on anybody. I have nothing to do with this. How the fuck did my name get in your channel? Why is my name even in your mouth? Serious. What the fuck? Don't come looking for sympathy from me. You could call in. No problem. Let's have a chat. I'll treat you kind. I'll treat you nice. Just know that my thoughts of you are not the highest right now. He could shut the fuck up. That's what he could do. He hurts my brain. Yeah, sometimes intellect hurts other people. It hurts to think, huh? Hurts to use your brain. Ooh, okay, let's move on before I get too upset. I've told you people buy views. 20, 10, 20, 10. This is subscribers each day. Nice round even number. I didn't have time to put mine up. Trust me, it's never in the right every fucking day. 50, 40, 50, 10, 30, 20, 20, 10. And then if you look over here to the right, he went big, 2,000 and 5,000. Now, we just got 8,000 subscribers after 3.5 years. You know how hot the channel has been in the past 6 months. You're in the niche at least. So you don't get 8,000 subs in 2 days. And if you do, you'd be doing something else besides breaking cards for what he says fun. My ass. Oh, let's get to the Bob Boozle. I don't even really like the post is all right. Let's do some Bob Boozle love early on. First of all, that's hilarious. Let's get rid of that. No, I gotta stay. Let's just do that one thing first. Where's Bob? Where's Bob? I think it's this one. No. Where the fuck is Bob? Sure is. All right, we'll watch that later. YouTube Tales of Hobby Lore. Your good old boy Cardboard Life. Isn't that what his name is? What's this guy's name? Yeah, the Cardboard Life. But I thought this was funny. And Bob Boozle. Who the fuck is this? Bob Boozle. The Hall of Fame commenter getting love. He's out there. He doesn't have to make content. And the whole hobby knows Bob Boozle. You know what? You want to check if someone really is in the hobby or not, really knows. Don't ask him about what year Jackie Robinson's rookie is. Don't ask him about what's the best Shaquille O'Neal rookie card beam team. But ask them if they know who Bob Boozle is. Because if they know Bob and they could finish Boozle or Boozle and they could tell you Bob, okay. All right. That's a real one. This guy bought views. Here's another. Let's do it. Here's another 100, another 100, another 100, another 100, another 200, another 100, another 100. Ay, ay, ay. Fuego. It's hilarious. Come on. Hilarious. If you know, you know. That's funny stuff. Oh, calm down. Relax. All right. That's the end of that. Let's move on. At 5:30, so that's in 12. I have so much to get to. There's no way I get to it all. And then tomorrow, we have 2 big callers as well. Dan, the card man's calling in, I think, at 5:15. So I'll go 15 minutes, and then we'll be joined with Dan. Maybe we'll do some stuff with Dan. And then I always do stuff with Chris, so I guess I'll get to some stuff. But at 6, I'm looking forward to both Dan and Chris. But at 6 p.m., Chris Sewell is fucking the GOAT, man. I could wear that GOAT hat, and I need to buy him one. He is the GOAT. His recent video, as a dealer, as someone not selling out, as someone not shilling, that motherfucker, his life for the last 12, 13 years has been full-time cards. And he's out there showing you, this guy that lost 20, 30 grand in breaks. He doesn't have to do that. What are the channel? And it's so genuine and sincere and honest and not a show. Anyways, GameStop's closing some. Let's see. Another round of stores closing. Yesterday, GameStop district managers and store leads started to announce stores closing. As of Saturday morning, there were 16 stores confirmed to be closing. Another 26 have reported but not yet confirmed. Is an unofficial blog here. I extend my sympathy. Let's keep going. Unfortunately, GameStop had for many years too many stores that were located in close proximity to another. They also have to now compete with the other 7 card shops in your city, the Tom Brady vault coming to your city. The need for this was pointed out by Ryan, blah, 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 blah. Bottom, as of Tuesday, January 6th, open 189 closings confirmed. Oh, as the market opens, 189 closings confirmed, 120 reported but not yet confirmed, 289 total. Also, GameStop has sent a letter to employees in New Zealand saying they're considering sports cards must not be doing very well in New Zealand. Well, we have to ask Dan tomorrow. All 38 stores, all 38 stores in New Zealand. Bob Boozle getting some love tonight. Calm yourself. Hey, let's, I've never, who the fuck opens cards on camera, but let's do it. I have no idea. I also bought some cheap stuff, so this might be nothing. It's one piece. Is there anything in here? Yeah. I wouldn't call it nothing. This is not an expensive card, but we got a winner. Oh, two of them in the pack. I don't know. This means nothing to you, but we'll get to this Fanatics TCG thing in here a second. AIH is calling in 10 minutes. He always has plenty to say. I got this is a tournament winner from 2024. You only get those if you win a tournament. And same thing here. So I don't know. These tournament cards are interesting, but that's what we open. I have more. I don't know if I'll open them today, tomorrow, never on camera. Who knows? But Fanatics is saying they want to get into TCG, a new TCG. So first of all, VFriends is a flop. It's a fail. I know some of the flippers like it. Nobody's buying to collect it. Maybe there's so much competition. If it was doing well, if it was a good game, if Gary V had really fucking cared instead of just put something out for money, it's not a good game. It's not a good product. It's silly. It's stupid. There's a million things that are competing with it. Good luck surviving in the long term. But Fanatics wants to introduce a TCG as a new trading card game business, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they're going to push it as VFriends. I highly doubt it. And I don't think they're going to be successful in their TCG venture because they see dollar signs, and the TCG people, well, they have love for and passion for something besides just money. Yeah, we made it to the Griffey watch. Holy cow. We have an upcoming auction. Oh, you can't even see. So anyways, what we do? The Fanatic story. Yeah, trading TCG, VFriends. Ziggy is a VFriends guy. I think it's the flip. Same with the Bo Jackson bullshit. It's the ooh, I could get something out of it and flip it. That's all it is. Upcoming auctions. See how Bo Jackson's another one. That's not Fanatics. Okay. January 8th to January 18th. They do have some interesting cards. This Rodman PMG is a big card that's going to sell for a decent amount of money. 8.5 Rodman PMG. Jackie Robinson. Babe Ruth. Hey, now look at Jesse Owens. Look at that face. Boy, back in the his 30s, 20s, when was his picture taken? And braces, no braces then. And maybe they did. When did people start wearing braces on a norm? I have no fucking clue. Anyway, CIA auctions, it doesn't start. That starts going to last 10 days. It starts tomorrow. Thank you for sponsoring the channel. Mainly the lives was kind of, but thank you. I'm rooting for you big time. Now this is on UMU. I don't even know what that is. I don't know if that's a games and toys and blah, 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 blah. I watched the Logan Paul interview on Pokemon cards, the big money show. I'm convinced this guy's pumping and dumping Pokemon cards. Of course he is. It's not just some sports card guy, me, that sees through it, that knows it. Ken Golden's the partner that wants to sell it with them. It's all a bunch of bullshit. This is what I'm trying to warn my friends about, the people about. Why are things so volatile? First of all, it's probably a fake sale. The reason it sold for 45 grand in the first place. And now it's a good fake sale, because what should be maybe $1,000 card, maybe a $1,500 card, maybe a $700 card. Well, now it has a price tag of 45 grand. So in a month and a half later, 5 weeks after everything's settled, we could put it back on the market, and we're bumping up that price big time. That's what these manga cards, they're cool cards. To be more than a Magic Johnson, Larry Bird PSA 9 or PSA 8 rookie is stupid. It's just stupid. So it's just too volatile. It's not that, fucking our friend Pete, we so anything sports cards are going to all go down. They're going to go down. What I'm saying is they're way overvalued right now. They're way overprinted right now. There's still going to be stuff that holds on, but this is if someone really spent 45 grand, which I don't think they did. What is that? A $26,000 loss? That's real money. People with real money aren't in the game to lose 26 grand in a month. It's so stupid. So I expect this to happen with a lot of cards. This and the volatility. This happened a month. So what is even the? There's another. You already got two. You want to do voice? I got so much to get to. anyways, I do believe we hit the 8,000 subscribers today, hour and a half ago. That's exciting. I do believe the show is better with voicemails. So do you. Give us a call. Give a good. We don't want, here's the thing. And maybe you as a viewer, I mean, the guy's calling in. Do you want to listen to a 2-minute voicemail? Maybe you do, but I think it's best 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Keep it in that time frame. 702-483-7344. AIH is going to be calling any minute. I need to get his stuff up. So let me do that over here real quick. What else do I have that we can get to fast? We're done with that. Burbank, I haven't listened to this. I'm kind of curious what he has to say. I've been trying to contact him. Is he hard to get a hold of? I don't know how the hell to. Everything I send, I don't know who reads. But I'd love Rob Veras to get on here. We'll do that later. Another round of stores closing. Now, here's another volatile point. Insane come up. The 2023 Black Prism Luka. This is not even a fucking rookie card. Rookie cards don't matter anymore. They've sold this one of one dream. The 101 sold for 43 grand back in March of 2025, 9 months ago. 9 months ago, this fucking idiot, whoever bought this card, sorry, man. I mean, it's either you got shilled up to that price or it was a shilled price. Because this is you don't make 768% on your money on 43 grand. We'd all be rich. This is a huge, it's not, oh, you're negative. No. I'm trying to tell you that any fucking person that goes to college in finance or anyone that has any clue about economy or markets, this is something they would stay away from completely, because in 3 years, it's going to look different, maybe longer. But when I see this, this is coming, man. This is ridiculous. And Luka got fat again recently. He's playing no defense. Him and LeBron can't get along on the court. Like, they're not winning a championship this year. This is a huge, anyone spending tens of thousands, this is a scare. This is not how normal things work. Take your money that you've made the past year and a half on this stupid run up and do something else with it, or move it into some amazingly rare vintage card. What time is it? Because AIH is calling in just a couple minutes. I want to make sure we're good for him. This is One Piece. Repacks and breaks destroyed the sports card hobby. They're going to try and swindle their way into our hobby next. Stay far away from that trash. And this is from a One Piece person. And some of the comments, I don't know what R2 maybe breaks. I don't know what this is. A huge money-making scam. Stay away from those. Better off buying boosters and singles. He gets it. That's now what happened to Pokemon and One Piece. Also, now people weighing packs makes me hesitant. If you have a brain in there, yeah. People been weighing packs since the 90s. Since those jersey cards came out, people been weighing packs. It's nothing new. There's also CT scanners. All right, we did another one. Bob Boozle getting some love. Hey now. Here's another one. This $500,000 it got listed for. And all Fanatics made sure everyone knows. Someone just listed. Maybe they're a part of this trading card in a marketplace for $501,000. Oh my God. A card this rare doesn't come around often. It seems like a one of one, even if you want to call it a super factor, comes around every fucking day. And they're going to make another one of these next year, and another one next year. And who the hell? This is why it's fake. These prices are fake. It's not someone asked me, or they're convinced it's plants. Like Fanatics has plants. Who in their right mind has a lot of money, even moving in money to alternative assets, is spending $500,000 on a fucking Mickey Mouse? Stupidest thing I've ever seen, man. I spelt his name wrong. He has an E. Griffey watch. I've been working on the hobby score a lot. Over the break, I finished all players on the site. Now it's time to get to adding on. My goal is to have 200 players on the site before by the end of the year. Right now, I have 27. I'm still getting the card sizes right. I like them bigger like this, but when I put this on my work computer, the cards are absolutely huge. But go check out the site if you haven't. I've been putting a lot of work into it. Let's see if one thing, because I just did this change and I like it. Let's just go to Pujols. I'm still working things out, but the picture's not there. Anyways, you're killing me, Smalls. We had to do one of these at the bottom of everything. I'm gonna get this price chart. The price chart's actually supposed to be up. Why is Pujols not done? Who did I do then? Sorry. I know. Keep it moving. AIH is calling in any minute. Who the hell did I do here? Let's try Ripken. Last one. Nope, no picture there. All right, fucking A. I've been wanting to watch this video for 2 weeks. We just don't have time. I wanted to respond to some of these comments. Whenever I make a Kurt's Card Care video, the Kurt's Card Care bros come out in full force in the comments. So I wanted to respond to some of their comments. And if you have not checked out The Unhinged, come on. Am I fair enough in saying a masterpiece? Great stuff. AIH right over here. Go check him out. Give him a subscribe. He should be calling in any minute. I think Collector Charles is going to call in. I think Rhonda's going to call in. I hope I have the right time with AIH. Oh, I'll call, but there's no link tonight. I'm busy, man. I forget. I have 7 people hitting me up before. I have to share the link with 5 people. I did forget to do the link. I was partying with you guys in the intro. I was enjoying the intro. So let's go put the link. Hey, I'm glad I read that. We have a lot to talk about. Click that. Let me put the link. Son of a gun. A lot to talk
rating,
about.
and I've experienced some of those issues myself. For the first,
I'm putting the link now. This is the video I've been trying to get to. I mean, it has 23,000 views. He has 155,000 subscribers, and it's just a good.
What's up, everybody? Jake here, and welcome to the hobby. Over the past couple of weeks and months, you probably noticed, but there's been a ton of issues with PSA grading, and I've experienced some of those issues myself. For the first time ever this year, I got a bunch of cards back from PSA.
First time ever this year. Dude, over the last year, why? By the way, Nat Turner not coming on the show. We did talk. He says he's going to stop doing let me pin this. He said he's going to stop doing so much media. We'll see if that's true. He's a little funny, and he's a little funny. He has a personality. I see why people like him, because he does have a personality more than comes off on any video or anything I've ever seen based off the small, tiny little chat back and forth. I think he has more of a personality. Mr. Rahul, how we doing?
Hey, happy New Year. How's it going?
It's been I hope the whole year is as good as my first 6 days. So that's what I'd like to say. How about you?
Yeah, I'm hoping for a great 2026, and hopefully the same goes with everyone listening here as well.
You, by the way, we'll skip that. You sent a bunch of stuff. So is there something in particular you want me to throw up, or you want to chat first? Or
let's. I don't know how much time we have today, but I do want to first talk about the story that not many people covered before Christmas and the New Year, and it was regarding you have that Sergi Boy post from X that I sent you.
I have them all. Tell me, I was so sure. Oh, here it is, right here. Yep. Let me move it over.
Maybe I'll go through my phone.
If it's a photo or is it a video?
It's
here it is. I got you.
I sent it to you, I think, this yesterday. Sergi
videos are hard to throw. It should be it here.
Yeah. Like, do you have the message on IG that I sent you?
Is it below that after or?
No. It's in your DM.
This is the one that was in my DM here.
Oh, yeah. There's another one I sent yesterday. 4:38 Central.
I know.
2:38. Yeah.
He's a professional man. 4:38 yesterday.
Oh, it's 2:38 your time.
2:38. Here it is. Yeah. Give me 5 seconds. I'll move it over.
Yeah.
Super Bowl is going to be interesting. Anybody could win. Anybody could win.
Yeah, I mean, what, Seattle? Is this the year for
That's
Seattle?
That's the front runner. I'm still going Josh Allen in Buffalo. It feels like, come on, no one's talking about
seed.
him.
Yeah, this could be the year.
Is this the right thing here?
Yeah.
All right, tell me what we're looking at.
So this was a crazy allegation that was made by bunch of individuals out there in the hobby, and Sergi Boy on X. I've really never heard of this guy, but he put it all together. And first point that they made the point about the pop control. I'm sure you've covered it regarding the Honus Wagner card. Yeah,
I have not. I have not.
You have not covered it. Okay.
I've covered pop control, not specific to that card.
Okay, yeah, you should look at what Golden and Ryan Hoge did last year. All the folks listening out there, just look at what that dude did. But anyways, they had
I'll have to do some research and bring it next week.
Yeah, for sure. And you could do a video on it. But anyways, Golden found out a Honus Wagner card, and they hid it behind Nat Turner, so Nat Turner would not know, and they secretly graded it. And then
this I heard.
Yeah, it's not good. So people didn't know about this card getting graded, and it was just a mess. So that's not what I want to talk about, Ryan Hoge, but I want to get into this alleged fake autograph sale of this 1984 Michael Jordan PSA 6 autograph 10. And there are many people in this hobby that believe that this is a fake. A lot of people went to Alt that sold this card saying that, hey, look, it appears to be fake, the autograph itself. And the allegation was that Ryan Hoge at one point owned this card. We weren't sure the provenance. I was trying to dig through that, but it was just quite interesting. I DM'd Ryan Hoge. I didn't hear back from him. So it is what it is. I've shouted him out on X numerous times, but now I can't even shout him out.
And he is a CEO. What is he? He's with tell Ryan Hoge is who? What's his exact job title?
He's at Collectors Universe.
CEO of Collectors?
He's a CEO from my understanding. He's a top gun over there.
Oh, matter of fact, right here, Ryan Hoge, PSA CEO.
Yeah. He's the CEO. And it's not like some tinfoil hat was going to Alt. These were people that are autograph experts, and they did not like the autograph whatsoever. Do you have the picture of the autograph?
Did you send it?
Yeah, I sent you that from Alt.
Would that be before or after? When did you send
It'd be
that?
before. Probably be before, but we could also look that up on Alt. Do you have an Alt account?
I have Alt, but not an account. I go to Alt to search. But no, I can find this. Where it's got to be. You send me a PSA Pokemon thing, X.com, Sugar Boy. I have here. Is this Michael Jordan autograph business card?
No, that's not it. That's a separate card. Let me find that for you and send that over. Or I could send a screenshot. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, screenshots work the best. Screenshots are easy to
I'll
go over.
just
Another
send that.
lucky hit for your boy Neo. We were talking about lucky guy.
Neo.
And then right after he got that lucky hit, he made sure to get smoked in. I'm not saying I'm having fun here, but he gets Neo gets that lucky hit, and then he puts out a video on him opening Topps Chrome, and gets crushed. So it goes both ways, or maybe. Anyways, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I just sent it to you.
Okay.
This is a screenshot from Alt.
Can you see that? Okay.
Yeah. So if you look at this, first of all, this sold for over $300,000, and I have another screenshot where the algorithm based this card at roughly $500,000. So there's question about this card over here, and the algorithm was popping out at $500,000. They deleted it. So that's just something to note. But if you look at this autograph of Michael Jordan, and I talked to experts, and I looked at experts as well, or I talked to this one expert. Have you heard of Stories in Cardboard, Chris, on YouTube?
I have not.
Okay, so that's one guy. Maybe you want to, if you ever want to get into questions of autographs. He is a small channel, but he's very knowledgeable, and I've been messaging him left and right regarding this card. And this is just a separate auto. This is like
you said. This one looks. You say to me. You say this one looks real.
Yeah,
and this one here is the fake.
Allegedly, right? And you could just, from what he was telling me earlier, I could just read his message that he sent me, and he gave me permission to do this. And I did this.
What's his name again, so I can write it down?
Yeah, he is Chris Stories in Cardboard on YouTube.
Got it.
And I had him on one time with Ryan McClanahan. They're experts in this hobby, and I really like them. And the people that know the most stuff, they have really small channels. That's just...
Yeah, that's true. And I will also say that, yeah, man, there's so much. It's so easy to fake autograph, number one. And number two, it definitely happens. We saw in the memorabilia thing. It happens more often than people think. But go ahead and read us. Did you want to read us what he said?
Yeah. So
I'm going to grab my pen just on the floor. Go ahead.
Yeah. First and foremost, it is really sloppy. That's what I agreed with as well. My own comment. But That was the first thing that obviously jumps out. But let's give the benefit of the doubt and say he was rushing to his car or he was drunk off his ass. Then you look at things that are atypical in a Jordan autograph. Things considered atypical in those is first start of the M, which Jordan authenticates, sometimes called the figure 2 in the signature. The slant is way off and just doesn't look natural. It seems way too big also. Then you have that point on the first mountain of the M. It's pretty atypical for Jordan to sign that with a sharp of a point. Here's the thing I always look at in a Jordan signature, and you could always look at the ones that are no doubt authentic, and you will see what I'm talking about. You like at his M, and almost always looks like the number 23 with the loop in the 2. Though this one from Alt, it has no loop.
I see the 23.
Yeah, this is what appears to be a better autograph than the one on the Alt site.
And why would you, if you're going to fake an autograph, why the fuck would you do it on a business card? I mean, I guess to leave people unsuspected, but it seems like you would not autograph a business card anyway.
Yeah, I think this guy was at an airport and that's why he got that. But I think that's the story behind this. I have the screenshot. But over here, it doesn't have that loop in the M. It doesn't have the same loop, and it looks sloppier than other autographs. And just the point of highlighting this is, okay, if this is a fake and Ryan Hoge owned it, huge disaster over here. And then 2, there are a lot of Jordan cards out there that are fake. Not fake. I mean, not cards, but I'm talking about autographs. And we know what happened in the 1990s with Operation Bullpen, fake Mickey Mantle autographs. So if people are spending their hard-earned money, they have to do extreme due diligence when looking at these autographs, especially of Michael Jordan, and especially when they come at this premium. And a lot of people may not be able to afford some of these cards and autographs now, but down the road, they may be able to. So that's something to consider, just looking at that. So that's one of the things that I highlighted over the past few weeks. And also, if you want to look at the other story that I had, it's actually from a few years ago. Do you have that link?
I do. Is that I'm guessing that's the Pokemon one?
Yeah, that's a Pokemon one. It's just to highlight that PSA's controls are just sloppy.
In what? Go ahead. While I put it up. Controls. Yeah. What do you mean?
Like
quality?
You could just I could just show you this video first. Do you have that video?
Is this the one here?
Plaza? Yeah, and then I could explain.
Okay.
What's up, everyone? We just got a package back from PSA. And
if you don't know what to the audience?
Stay tuned.
I'm listening to it. It's just not up. Here we go. Okay. I'll hit refresh.
just look at this. This one dude.
What's up, everyone? We just got a package back from PSA. And if you don't know what it is, stay tuned. It's a monster. So to start off, guys, this was a PSA 9 Zapdos Tropical Mega Battle phone card that I got in my trade deal with the Techno Charizard. I ended up cracking this card out because if you look right here, the surface has a little bit of gunk all over it. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe that's what's causing it to be a 9. So I used a little bit of Kurt's card care on the surface, was very gentle with it, sped it up a little bit there.
I mean, I have to at least, I fucking hate Kurt's card care. He's probably a great guy. I have no idea. I can't stand that this is what this has become. Okay.
Deal. But look how it came out. Unbelievably gorgeous. So I packed it up, sent it to PSA, and he's finally back home. Let's see what grade she got.
Did it get worse?
Look how cute that is.
Some 15 grand he made. Okay, talk to us.
Yeah, okay. So he used the juice. He admitted this. And what's the crazy part about this? You have that other message from me from TCA PSA card or something like that, or PCA card TCG.
Because
You have that link?
PSA's made statements that they say if they could discover the Kurtz card care, they're not going to grade it, from what I remember.
Yeah, and also they'd probably, take it off circulation if they found out to be caught, if they found out the juice was used.
And at some point, they had banned, because I did a video on it, so did others. They had banned Kurtz Card Care's account at some point. So I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
But which other? Oh, this one here, the Twitter one.
No, the one on Instagram. It's PSA card TCG.
Yeah.
Could you show that to the audience?
Yep. Great. I mean, I love what you're bringing. Here we go.
So this is actually on PSA's Instagram handle, one of their handles. It's PSA card TCG. This is that same card that used the juice. That dude used the juice. I shouted out Ryan Hoge and Nat Turner about this, and they didn't do anything.
Dang, they don't.
They don't care. That's the point of this. It's like, okay, there may be a few people they may listen to, but they always ignore me. And they may listen to someone like, I'm not picking on Neo, but like if Neo calls out some card that's trimmed, they may be like, oh, it's Neo's talking about it. So
yeah, you know what bugs me is they label you or me or somebody else conspiracy, or like some people have said, oh, both Brian Gray and Gio have said this, that like Topps isn't going to listen to people yelling at them. And it's like, okay, I'm not sitting here and yelling. You're not sitting there and yelling. And maybe occasionally, but we're pointing out some things I don't think they want to talk about. That's what I think.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're not part of the mainstream. I'm not going to get into politics, but there's one side or the other, and I consider myself to be neither part, and I just say it the way it is. And people like me, well, they don't want to highlight these type of things. The establishment does not want to go after the real fraud, the real hanky panky. They're just gonna throw, shade. They're gonna throw shade just at a little bit of the issues.
I also, with this whole thing, I think it's just they don't want bad publicity. Oh, this expense card got the juice. It got the juice. I love how you say that. And yeah, they don't want to deal. They don't want the headache. They don't want that publicity. They don't want that PR out there. And so it's just good to not listen to you or not think about it. Or maybe they just don't even care at this point. They can't, everyone's juicing the cards, especially in TCG. It's so, it feels more normalized.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yes, we will still continue to collect and be part of the hobby. I like the decision set. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a political card set. Like, I really like collecting those cards. So I will always be in the hobby of collecting. But investing, my mind has totally changed from when it was during COVID. I used to talk about investing all the time, but when I see stuff like this, I don't want to talk about investing. I don't want to look at trends, to be completely honest, until they start, getting rid of this fraud, getting rid of this hanky panky. So
Zach says he murdered the like button. Thank you, Rhonda, Sports Car Queen, for hit that like button. There's 155 people. Hit the like button. It's nothing. Roll, man. You always bring the heat. Nolan Ryan, the Nolan Ryan of the show.
Just don't bring on Robin Ventura.
Yeah. Hey, I had that. There was a card they made of that. I don't know what the piece of bat. I don't know. Maybe it was. I think I pulled a Ventura bat card, and my mind went back to the thing with him and Nolan Ryan. I hope you have a great New Year's. Is there anything else you wanted to inform us on or talk about in the hobby?
No, I think the next time I'm on, I want to go more in depth about loaded boxes. I know we talked about that before the New Year's a couple of weeks, so I'm just going to probably highlight some of that.
Oh, we'll love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
older loaded boxes.
Or you want to take
Yeah, probably next week,
Hell yes. Awesome, bro.
Awesome.
I love talk. I really appreciate getting to know you and you coming on.
Yep. Thanks, man.
All right. Bro, have a great day.
Later. See you.
Bye-bye. Hey, I don't know what do you want to say? AIH in the chat. He crushes it every time. He brings good stuff, and it's so good because I research, I do things, but I mean, he's people go on different. He knows what he's talking about. That's all. He knows what he's talking about. Maddox professor is Greg Maddox, obviously. Hey now, 8,000 subs today, about an hour ago, and Mr. Collector Charles, how you doing?
He's here. He's arrived. And I'm not here to bully you.
AIH is not even follow. I appreciate Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. And I promise you none of my friends are murderers, okay? I'm just letting you all
Hey
know.
now.
Hey now. So what I wanted to talk to you about, Professor, I'm actually going to do a video on another perspective on this because the root cause of all this was RGL. We're going to go switch to the Run Good Life stuff real quick. So RGL versus Philly Whiz Kids, right? Peters, whatever his name is.
Yes, sir.
So this Yahoo named 505 Memorabilia caught in the middle of it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? That was because did you see the post he made? Run Good Life.
I'm doing a
because
video
that was
on that.
kind of a final straw for him. That was not cool. He didn't like that.
Right. So
basically, just so the viewers know, he made a post. Maybe we'll go look it up. And basically, what he basically told Run Good Life, and it says this in the post, that your dad would be ashamed of you or disappointed in you, and bringing his dad. I don't know, his dad's alive or dead, but still, either way, it's go ahead, Charles.
Right. So the root cause of all this was the fact that 505 Memorabilia and both Philly Breaks, or whatever his name is, Philly Whiz Kids, were both moderators on his channel, on his Run Good Life streams. So they were actually pretty close to him because Run Good Life does not let anybody in his circle unless you're like someone he can trust. You break that trust, he keeps receipts. He will call you all the way out on it. So 505 Memorabilia posted a couple of videos. One of them was a long rant about people need to grow up, and if I want to do business with Philly Whiz Kids, and I can do business with them too. But RGL basically told him, hey, don't post any of our cards from our breaks if you're going to do business with him. And he's like, well, that's bullshit. Fine. Then he just decides he's going to just go in on the bullying with Philly Whiz Kids and double down on it and call him Cardboard Jesus and all this stuff. And so they were just doubling down on it. And then that's when Run Good Life decided to post receipts about every bit of the transactions they had with each other, emails, comments, that kind of thing. Dude keeps receipts.
I got to keep true to my word. I can't let that, ass bitch Run Good Life win. Yeah. Can't let him win. Another one. Got to hold my ground and stand up to truth, stand up to the false prophet RGL and disciples creating havoc for the fake king, tyrannous region. What do I say this word? Not region. Long day. I read all day. FUCK Run Good Life, aka PUSSY bitch.
Yeah. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Is that he just, instead of taking a high road and saying, fuck it, I quit, he's like, well, he goes into Philly Whiz Kids stream and starts, bullying him and calling him Cardboard Jesus and all this stuff. And the thing is,
he was calling Cardboard Jesus referring to RGL.
Yes. Yeah. And JML too, like Dead Eyes or something like that, or JML, I think is his name. So the bottom line is, some of the things that 505 Memorabilia were saying about the tribalism is true. There is a lot of tribalism in breaking. You notice Filth Bomb Breaks keeps to their circle. Backdoor Breaks, I call them, backyard breaks. They keep to their circle. Run Good Life does the same thing because you're in a business where you're making a lot of money. You have to trust the people you work with, right? So if you've got some unhinged yahoo, some fuckwit like Philly Whiz Kids brandishing a firearm and a knife and saying he's friends with murderers, and then stresses, yeah, I said it, friends. Like, what the hell? Like, what does it matter with you? Like, why would you ever do that? And on top of everything else, his breaking format is identical to what RGL does. He does the fillers, he does, the mixers and that kind of shit. So he's still using RGL's format and pretty much.
Oh, the entire format. He even stole the spreadsheet.
Right.
He admits that, by the way.
Right. It wasn't stolen as much as RGL's like, yeah, sure, man, you're allocating me some stuff. I'll let you use my breaking format. So he fucks him over pretty much and tells RGL this and that and the other, but he still uses the same shit that he uses on his breaks. So, yeah, the guy's a con artist, and he shield bids on Whatnot too, apparently, which I think was the final straw for RGL, and said, you know what, I can't do business with you anymore. And that's when this guy started making all these unhinged posts, and then he started talking about you of all people, telling you to shut the fuck up. I'm like,
I don't know what. I was like, what?
Almost as out of nowhere as JML following me on Instagram after I told him I didn't really like him too much. I thought that was funny, but the point of that's harmless stuff. That's just giving each other shit. Like, I can be around someone like JML if I had to be. I
Well,
prefer
let me
not.
ask you a question. Wouldn't you say the Peter character, he took it too far? I don't know, there must have been other things piling up, but he took it as such a slight that, I mean, the way I look at it is honest. Getting 60, if he wants to say 60,000 people saw that video or subscribers, it's good that people see it. I mean, it's fine. Like, people know you move on. Like, I don't know, man. It seemed like he took that a little too sensitive.
When you have an ego, you take everything seriously. It's called rejection sensory dysmorphia or something, RSD, where you cannot take being slighted in the least. And I see JML in the chat. Shout out to JML. But yeah, so it was just an honest mistake. He said Anthony Richards 1 of 1. Oh shit! And he was excited.
A mistake, or he didn't know football?
That's the thing. That's what was insinuated from his chat. It was like, you don't know shit about football. You don't know who the
I mean,
top
that's what we would all, yeah. I mean, he's the hottest rookie at the time.
But that's when you say, all right, guys, come on. I know who the hell Anthony Richardson is. He played for Florida, blah, blah, blah. Chill the fuck out. Instead, he was just like roid raging because he knows he's caught in 4K making a big mistake. And then RGL was like, oh shit, I found an Anthony Richards 101 and just did it on his stream and he posted it. Wasn't anything malicious or crazy. It's just one person giving another person shit. This guy was like, how dare you? Who the hell do you think you are? I'm not to be embarrassed. It's like, dude, go work out or something. Go bench some weight. Do something. You know.
By the way, collection firm, I kind of agree with you, but who knows? You never know. But Charles, anything else you want to talk about on this or something else? Yeah, I mean, by the way, the video came out great. I'm very pleased with that video.
So the 505 memorabilia guy, he's the middleman in all this. So those are the posts he made in terms of like, hey man, this is why I don't want you doing business with him. But the guy 505 memorabilia just posted a video saying, hey, look, I'm out. I'm done with all this. I'm not going to feature any breakers anymore. Forget it. Everyone needs to grow up. And RGO just sent him an email saying, hey man, if you're going to post a video, include every single thing in context, including all this shit that Philly Whiz Kids did, which is why what's happening is happening. And he's like, just no, fuck it, I'm out. Instead of, owning up to it and saying, okay, well, here's why RGL's mad, but here's what I'm doing. He's just
by the way, Trike calling in 3 minutes. Trike's calling in 3 minutes. Charles, I want to kind of wrap up here. Anything else?
Right. So the point is, I want to do a video on the side of 505 memorabilia and get more of his perspective and why he's doing what he's doing.
That'll be interesting. Bring what you find to the live as well. Let us know.
Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow because I hopefully will have it done tonight. And can't wait to see.
Put in that work, bro. Work sometimes amazingly works.
Yeah, I know, right? Can't wait to see what's his name call in Trike. Looking forward.
That'll be fun. Yeah, I have some good. That'll be fun. All right, Charles, happy New Year. I look forward to talking again, and thank you for calling in, bro.
Hey now.
I want to get one more. Oh, did he leave Blue Red Mask? Oh no, he's still here. This will be interesting. He's going to talk about what's his name? Coward. Mr. Blue Red Master, how we doing?
No, I'm not going to talk about that. So you know Russell Wilson? How he's going to retire soon?
Yeah, let's ride.
So, oh yeah, by the way, I think there's some Russell Wilson baseball cards out there that are very low pop, and I don't think anybody's noticed that.
I will go after this live or at the end of the live. I'll look at that. And that is that's not a, now here's the thing. I don't know how much people love Russell Wilson in the long run anyhow, but that's not I'll look into that for sure. I like that. Happy New Year, by the way. Go ahead. What else would you like to say?
Also,
else
just
Strike's going to call in shortly. Yeah, shoot.
The plan that I have with the Cedric Coward is I'm just going to flip it so that I can keep the Nipple rainbow.
Oh, okay. All right, good. So your help, collect funding the collection. Nipples,
yep.
Nipples,
so
maybe
I saw the
underlooked.
Yeah, because out of 50 that I saw, it's now like $500.
By the way, he's not trolling me. He's been a viewer for a long time. He's called in before. It is, he's a good deal. We're gonna give him a couple minutes because I enjoy hearing from the hobby. By the way, what's your first name again? I want to say Travis. Yep, bingo. Hey now, Travis, bro, keep calling in. Have a happy New Year. Good luck with your collection. And we both love the NBA. Although I'm kind of annoyed. Can you watch regular season basketball? It's hard. It's hard. I know you're younger than me, but it's hard.
Yeah. By the way, I think I already know the best quarterback from what I know out of seeing.
Who's the best? I'm gonna let you go here. Will you drop? Who's the best quarterback? Who is it? Go.
I think Tyler Show, Jackson Dart, and then Jalen Moreau, and then there's probably Shador Sanders, who's just kind of interesting to look.
Travis, you're the man. I can't let that go down. Get out of here. Here's the prospect. You know who you should go by, Travis, and I love you and thank you for calling in. Instead of putting any money in Tyler Saw, go buy yourself an autographed John Elway rookie card. That, you know, don't put money in Jalen Milroe. I have him in my dynasty on my bench. He's a late pick, cheap pick. No. Go buy the Marino autograph. Go do that. Rhonda's joining us. Trike is going to join us. Let's do this. Rhonda, Happy New Year. Hi. Oh, there's no camera here, Rhonda. What's going on? You there, Rhonda? Yep. All right. We'll put Rhonda on a moment. Troy, my goodness. Trike, how you doing?
Good, man. How was your holiday and New Year?
The 2 weeks off was very restful. It was, you know, I told my other coworkers, I can hear myself think. I've been going nonstop with the channel and work. And so those 2 weeks, I got to focus on other things. It was actually really, it's been nice. I feel refreshed. How about you? Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, man. Good. I got knocked out with that flu. I don't know if you heard about that, but there was this
happening here. Oop. Who is messing around? All right. Let's leave it alone. Go ahead, Troy.
No, I got knocked out by this flu that's been going around. That was not fun, but otherwise, yeah, can't complain. It was nice to kind of get a little bit of a break from cards. But now I'm back at it. I'm actually going to be in your neck of the woods this weekend, Vegas Card Show. Looking forward to that.
Front row. God dang. Yeah. I go to the front row card show every time. I have a dealer I met at that I enjoy his company quite a bit. I met him at the National, not at his, he wasn't dealing there. But it's right during the NFL playoffs, like the biggest games. It's hard. The hours of unless I go Saturday morning or early, but that's when the show's like crazy and just out of too many people. Interesting. So when are you setting up there to sell?
No, I literally decided like 2 hours ago. One of my buddies who I played basketball with in the Philippines, he's going to his first card show in Vegas, and he was like, "You got to come, And I was like, "All right, you know what? I'm gonna come." And so we'll see. I don't have a lot of like specific goals, but I think it should be a fun time.
Like, do you know the day or out? Like, I'd love to come say hi. Do you?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll DM you, and we could figure out maybe
for sure
a time. But no, awesome. So you're taking a Vegas trip.
I'm excited. Cards, Vegas, friends. Hey man, I can't complain. I'm really excited.
I have some questions for you. Let's see. Let's get out of there. Let's go to you've been buying. Okay, someone asked me earlier, are you still buying collections? This was a weeks ago. And then I think one of your recent videos, you bought your most expensive collection. So you still are buying collections. So are you still buying collections? Just start there.
Yes, not as much as before. Just because it is tough. I guess maybe the people who like this will be interested. Like flipping cards it's very slim margins, you know, and it's a lot of
people
work.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah, and I
want to interrupt you, Troy. I am sorry. Rhonda wanted to kind of join and hang. So Rhonda, anytime you didn't have a camera, we couldn't hear you. Anytime you want to call in, join us, you know, but okay, so I don't think it is hard to make money. And so I was telling another friend that the margins are not big, and sometimes they're not always profitable.
I think the thing I noticed is like last year I went like balls to the wall. I was like, let me just like, you know, do everything I can to see how profitable and how big I can make this flipping cards. And I was surprised. Just it's really hard to scale it. You know, I still believe that if people are going to do it you want to make a little extra pocket money to build your PC or this and that. And that's kind of basically what I was doing for a long time. It was going pretty well. I was like, oh, I just need to, you know, up it and it'll go really well. And it's been a good year, but I guess now I'm just like, man, it is so much work. It's so much effort. So I probably will not spend as much on cards in 2026 as I did in 2025 in terms of like flipping activity.
Okay, I have to ask the question because I've asked you before, and you've come online and said you never have paid for the advertising or buying views.
Yeah.
And someone just mentioned, 300,000 people didn't watch. I didn't realize it got up that high. That's an insane number if you had a video go 300,000.
Oh my God,
So-
are we still doing the buying views thing? Okay.
I mean, 300,000.
Yes.
First of all, congrats and kudos if that's not, but it does
Yeah.
make you like, damn, dude, why that's crazy in this in this space. But it is to Neo's point. Okay, he says that kind of stuff. You do have I don't know, man. It is a big ass number.
Yeah, I think it's kind of what we talked about before, though. The thing about that video is I think you could watch it if you weren't super into cards. I think those are the videos that do well. The retail sports card videos, or that one to reach 300,000 people, you kind of have to do more of something that breaks into the mainstream a little bit. And that's what that one was.
And that's what in our conversations, I don't know about on the live, but and it's 200,000, by the way. So let's give you some credit there, not 300, but, what do I want to say? You are big on you're studying the YouTube game more.
For sure.
And that's it. You're making YouTube content. So but, there becomes the Arena Club and the Sports Cards HQ. Your best friend Jeff over there.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
By the way, you mentioned in another live that hey, we should get a 2026 debate. Jeff and the professor. We got to make that happen somehow. Come on.
Yeah. I need to. I went there last time and he wasn't there, so we didn't get to speak to face to face. But
you did that on purpose, huh?
Yeah. Yes, I was. I was afraid. But in Dallas, I'll probably see him. I'll float it out there. See, me and you will hang out this weekend. We'll plant the seeds, and then I'll take that energy to Dallas. I'll talk to Jeff, and then we can get it going.
I love it. Oh, let's make that happen. So what has changed since you've been let's do it this way. You've been making content, you've been buying a lot of cards. What's changed in your thought process, or what maybe someone new or just curious about your journey? Like what journey, that's an overused word, but what, has changed in your thinking?
Ooh, I mean,
Collector Charles bought views. We called him out for it. Sorry.
Yeah. That's a kind of a broad question. I would say, I mean, I've learned a lot of things. I would say specifically with buying, just how much cards are not created equal, even if they're worth the same amount. I think that's something I learned before. Before it was just like, oh, this isn't $100 card. All that matters is the percentage I can buy it at, or a trade or whatever. Now it's like there's $100 cards I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, especially like the new rookies and the stuff that's so volatile. And now I've actually switched towards, I've been buying. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy whatever Otani I see, basically, instead of being so preoccupied with like getting stuff at a percentage. And that strategy has actually worked out pretty well for me the last couple months. So it's been interesting. I mean, I've learned a bunch of different things, but it's hard to touch on everything at once. I guess.
Sure. Let me see if when you go to okay, you're going to come to Front Row Card Show this week.
Yep.
What might be, because here's one thing that everyone should have some sort of game plan going to a card show. It's not just go and look. First of all, I love to get I get to check the vibe of the hobby at every, it gives you a little better. And number two, you have a strategy going in. I mean, wouldn't you say that you definitely should have some sort of idea going in?
For sure. That
and
helps
what,
a
like
lot.
going to the Front Row Card Show, are you going to make what is just to hang with a friend? Are you going to be looking for certain things?
Yeah, I think I always try to, this may not be super relatable to everyone watching, but I always have at least one content thing front of mind. And right now I'm doing this $1 to $10,000 flip challenge. So pretty ambitious, but that's going to be the main thing I'm recording. I'm trying to like spin that up as much as I can while I'm in Vegas. And then in terms of buying, just like I usually try to have like one specific thing I'm looking for. Like right now I'm looking for like star autos and PSA 10. I feel like those are moving just super well for me.
Like star, you're talking about like 1984, 85 basketball, or
no, star
or,
like
like
big
Ohtani.
names.
Yeah,
Ohtani, Gabe Cunningham, like not necessarily like GOAT level. Those type of guys, but it is tough. I have found that I have to like kind of focus on whatever. I can only choose one thing. Like sometimes it's like a dollar boxing show. Sometimes it's a raw to grade. Sometimes it's a high end flipping. And that's something that I've found is kind of hard for me. It's like whatever my mind is focused on going into the show, like those are the cards I buy. So that's something I'm wrestling with. Like, how do I decide what is this show for? You know?
What I've noticed at some of those shows, and now I normally look for, on card older autos, like not manufactured ones, but yeah, it's just what I find fun. You don't see them as much at the shows, but you also don't get the best price at the show. Go.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. And I've been like hesitant to talk about that a little bit because I like, I don't want to like, crap on anyone who hosts these shows and stuff. But for me, for like my PC stuff and even for an investments, like, to be honest, I kind of prefer to just do it from home. I find it more efficient. I collect weird things. Like I'm not going to walk into a show and find like a John Collins 101. It's just not going to happen. Or like soccer cards or that stuff.
It's also more impulse because at home you're like researching, you're checking 7 things there. You're just in the moment. So when I bought those One Piece box, I'm not sure. I mean, I literally walked outside of the show for 2 hours doing my research because I don't want to make a big impulse. I just don't want it to be that way. Let me move to my next question for you.
I'm the same way too. Like that's the other thing I struggle with is I really like to think through things and look at all the data and stuff like that. So sometimes I find it hard to, in a show environment, to like be processing all this different information. There's a bunch of people going on. So shows are kind of a lot.
Hey, chat's kind of Zach. I don't remember seeing Zach Winsky in here much. Winsky, I don't know how it says. Winsky. No. Anyways, you're a funny guy. What percentage of deals do you know? First of all, you have a channel, people know you, so maybe it's easier to make deals that way. Do you walk away from a lot of deals? Can you normally make it work? What percent of deals do you find that maybe having a channel or people knowing you helps out?
Oh, I mean, it helps out a ton. Like I tell people all the time, like, you can't, they're like, oh, how do I buy collections with you? I was like, I'm not going to sit here and sell you this pipe dream. Like, I don't think it's possible. Like, it's really, you could like really scavenge Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, but you're going to deal with a lot of BS. Like I'm in a lucky situation that I have people approaching me with collections. So it helps a lot. The percentage of deals, like really small, even if you're including like not big collections, but just Instagram, 3 to 5 cards. It's rare we go all the way down the road and we don't reach some sort of agreement. I would say it's like, I mean, I can probably count on one hand the amount of times. Well, yeah, don't like, if you're not counting deals, like I reach out like if someone posts an Otani auto for $1,000, I'm like, hey, can you do 800? They're like, nah, 900 is my best. That happens all the time. But if people come to me with cards or whatever, collections, it's never happened where I've actually just had to walk away.
Let me see. I had a question right off the top of my head. Oh yeah, Chris Sewell recently made a video. I'm not sure, he did really well, by the way, and he broke down. Did you see it by chance? And I'll explain it to the viewers.
Yeah, I did the like dangers of ripping.
Yeah, well, he explained how he had this one guy that he'd been buying from a little bit here and there, and basically the guy spent over a couple years, 20-30 grand on breaking, or I think he was ripping himself. I'm not quite sure. And it was all worth like $2,000 or $3,000. So, and he's told me that, he sees it a lot in the collections he buys, that people had a problem with this or didn't know this. So I don't know if you buy collections the same way he does. So it could be different, but do you run into where it's obvious someone just spent a bunch of money breaking or they're, now they're getting out? Do you have any of those stories, or you don't come across that much?
Oh, for sure. I mean, pretty much everyone. I mean, the Seattle collection video series, like I don't want to dive too deep into the guy's business because he's a friend, but he spent, even not even anything he's told me. I mean, he spent a lot of money on breaks to obtain that value of cards.
A lower value of cards? Or,
yeah. Oh, for sure. It's not even close. It's not even close. I mean, that's just, once again, I don't have any I'm not even going to speculate on him. Please throw him out the window. But I've said many times that I think the average return on a break is probably even worse, but it's like 10%. So, these people who, if I'm buying a $50,000 collection, like they spend a lot of money.
You said you see it a lot, so it's apparent that some people broke or some people are just, they didn't know.
For sure. I would say that's the majority of when I'm buying in bulk, it's because they were breaking in boxes and stuff. The one that really sucks is when it's especially with retail, because it's if I'm buying a $50,000 collection and the guy blew 200K. The people I've dealt with, like, they're fine. Like, if they're blowing 200K on boxes, like, they have other stuff going on. The one that really sucks is when I see, especially like younger kids and stuff, and I can see that they went to Target every week buying a blaster box, and they've probably spent like, I don't know, like 2K, 2.5K, which for them is like a lot of money. And they're giving me these cards, and I'm like, literally, this is everything they've pulled out of these 2.5K. I'm like, I can offer you $30. I'm sorry. Like those are the ones that break my heart. The rich guys who are just blowing it, I'm like, you're old enough to make your own decisions. But it's like people where I'm like, I know this.
But that's
2K.
why I get so passionate sometimes, because a lot, that's a common story. People just they don't know.
Big time. And it sucks, because if I was gonna criticize myself a little bit, like a lot of the videos I do that are like ripping challenges and stuff, the thing that sucks is I try to, like, right here, I try to tell people, like, be careful with ripping. Like, I probably wouldn't do it. I try to put these informational Instagram videos out, or the informational YouTube.
Like, as far as YouTube, that's what gets the views, I guess. Yes.
And yeah, it does. And it sucks. And it's like, even though I make these informational ones, that's still a good amount of people see. And I try to make it clear, even in my ripping videos, I'm like, hey, this isn't actually a way to make money. I'm just like, man, I know someone is going to see this and be like, all right, I got to go all in, because trike is something big like that. That's the one thing I probably wrestle with a lot. And I want to be more proactive in, like, getting the awareness out there.
Hell, hey, you're coming on here talking about it. I love that. Hold on.
Say his name and he appears.
Oh, she left?
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Hey now.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Rhonda was here. I don't know. Rhonda was looking done up, and now she's gone. So I don't know what's Rhonda. Also, just so you know, I got 17 things going on. Feel free anytime, but it just, it's tough. But you could call in anytime. I can't. I just don't want to throw you on while we're in the middle. But anyways, I played the song because Rhonda was here, and now she's not. Let's do this. Just cross 200. Okay, so here we are in your turn 0 into 1,000 challenge, or I guess it's $1 into 1,000. What was the most surprising?
10,000.
10,000. So it's $1 to 10,000.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like this question.
Okay.
Where's my question? This one. Okay, we talked a while back, maybe 3 months ago, before a lot of the more PSA nonsense came out. And I know you like to be, conservative and but has any of your do you see more of a conflict of it? Because before, all 4 of you answered kind of like sure, but not really. Then that's not gonna happen. Nothing. There's no conflict. Does that has your stance changed at all on PSA with the conflict, or you still kind of think like, nah, it's not a big deal?
Excuse me. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit last time. I think that I was like, I was kind of like, everyone just relax. And then the Pokemon grade switching stuff came out, and I was like, you know what? Like, I think people have reason to be like really kind of like betrayed by that and be more skeptical now. So it's not affecting me sending them cards. They're still like number 1 to me, but I understand why people feel that way, and I was really disappointed to see that story come out.
I just feel like PSA, and I've heard it from other like Pokemon channels, and I was like, oh shit, that's what I think too. They have their hand in so many pots. And it's, before a year ago, I never made a PSA video. It costs a little too much of the runtime, but it's no big deal. But now in the past year, they've just put themselves in so many different positions, and it just, for me, it's not how I just like to see more options, I guess. And there is options in mystery, but I don't know, man. It worries me how much they have their hand in everything.
For sure. Like, if it was up to me, I would much rather, like, I wish BGS, SGC, and PSA were all strong. And I wish we had a ton more options. And the fact that it's just PSA right now is tough and disappointing. Same thing with the Fanatics and the Monopoly and stuff like that. If it was up to me, I wish we had a bunch of different options. Like, monopolies are never really a recipe for success.
Yeah, and it's not, and to me also and we have some if you want to have a question me or Trike, throw that in there. I have some questions for you in a minute. The monopoly part of all, it's not good they own all the grading companies, but it's just more they have their hand in the buybacks, and now they're buying and selling, or they're consigning cards, or they're giving cards to GameStop for the mystery pack. So it's more than just monopoly. It's just a lot of they wanted to get their hand in the money. They saw a certain aspect, just like, you want to get they see certain aspects where they weren't making money. They were just great. And they're like, oh, we could, I think they saw an opportunity they wanted to get into some of the money. So let me ask you a question. In your comparison, you did hobby versus retail. I think that's the video you did with Ty. Is that right? Teapot?
Teapot. Yeah. Yep.
Did anything of the results surprise you, change any? The results were the hobby wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't buy retail.
Yeah. The more I've opened retail, I'm like, man, and once again, I get it. I think it depends for some people. Like, you just don't want to spend $150 on a hobby box. And it's just like, that money's down the drain. You just want
That's
to,
who's buying them.
Yeah, like if I had kids or something, it's like, okay, let's just do a little, like, we don't care about the value anyways. Let's just do a little $30 rip so they can learn about baseball. I would probably just do that. But yeah, like I would just rather save up for hobby. Like, I would almost never open, like, retail has been pretty shockingly bad in my experience. So the more I open it, the more I'm like, you know what, I would rather just, if I don't spend that much money ripping. Actually, I don't really rip in my free time, so it's hard for me to say. But if I was to do it, I would just like, okay, I'm going to buy a hobby box less often than retail more often. It wouldn't even be a decision to me.
I guess 2 random questions. One for yourself. I know you're big on soccer. So is the PC or what you're buying mainly soccer? And number 2, for selling, do you focus on a sport? Could it be any sport as long as, the money makes the percentages work? Or so your PC buying and then, selling buying.
Yeah, for my PC, I would say it's like 50-50, like soccer, Formula One. But yeah, PC, I PC everything.
It's 50-50 soccer and F1, like not NBA, NFL.
No, I was going to say 50% soccer, probably 50% everything else.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah, probably something like that. And then in terms of like buying to flip, it's a mix. Soccer is much higher margin for me, and people like know me for it. I get really good deals, and I've found there's a lot of like arbitrage there, especially with selling to other countries and all that stuff. But it's just not liquid. Like I said, if I buy Ohtani's or whatever, it's like I mean, knock on wood, this is the peak hype hysteria right now. But it's like, I feel like I can't lose, but it's not going to be as big a margins as soccer or like Formula One. Like that stuff, it's like I can make really big margins, but it's just slower to move.
Bob Boozler, you have some competition with Zach here. Zach, you're bringing some heat in the chat. Okay, so personal collection, it's 50. Was that PC is 50% soccer if you're buying it for yourself, 50% other?
I would say, yeah, that's about right.
And then what about when you look like you're just buying to, turn it around?
Ooh, let's see. I mean, I got like I have like my closet back there where it's all organized. And it's organized I have a soccer section of cards I have to flip, and then like everything else. I would say soccer is like, it's about 15%, 20% of what I have. So my buying probably about mirrors that. It's just like other stuff just moves so much quicker. So that's the other thing too. Like, I really enjoy soccer and it's fun. And I've probably scaled it back a little bit just because of, I mean, anyone in the flipping game, repacks is really what keeps the wheels moving and what moves the market. And they don't really do soccer. So that kind of made me change of like, why am I buying this stuff? Like, repacks is just guaranteed liquidity no matter what. So I was like, this is really where I should be spending my money,
Edward asks, what was your worst purchase of 2025?
Ooh, I bought a Lamine Yamal rookie card. It was a Topps Fanatics employee exclusive. So like an employee reached out through someone and it was there. They only did since you're an on-card guy, his only on-card autos besides one other thing, but he had a really expensive rare Lamine Yamal rookie card that was only given to employees. There was no sales. I was like, I got to go for it. Like, this is a big chance. I bought it for $12,000 and it's not worth like particularly close to that right now. That was a pretty big swing and a miss.
That was for you to hold?
No, it was just to flip. I was like, I'm gonna get it to national. Like, I was really trying to, and this shows people too. It's like, I knew it was the peak of the market, and I was like, I'm just gonna inch out a little bit more here at the peak. I'm gonna like catch it and then get someone up it. But then, of course, it came down, and now I'm kind of stuck holding it. So
I want to, I really want to. I spent and no, big spender, but I didn't spend much in 2025. And early this year, I spent about $1,000, but I bought what I consider to be very good one piece cards. Early, way undervalued. And the point I want to make is I'm a huge sports cards. I love sports. I watch sports my whole life. You're a huge sports card. You do it for a living. It's impossible to predict what's going to go crazy or make you money. Yep. It's almost impossible. And that, I almost can't find the value or the right thing. And when you think you did, like you're chasing logically, it made tons of sense to go after this card and it didn't work. It just, unless you catch the hype train of whatever they happen to be how you bought Griffey a year ago, it's really hard to predict what's going to all of a sudden move up.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing too. Like, I've probably the biggest thing I learned at the beginning. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to be able to like predict the prospects. Like I'm really going to be able to time this stuff. And now I'm like, not a chance, not a single chance. And I don't even try. So yeah, that's a big thing. You just have to, and even once again with like, Messi or Otani or even the GOATs, it's like, oh, well, I mean, is it too high now? Maybe I missed the boat. It's like, no one knows. That's the really tough thing.
I have a random thing that popped in my head. I haven't even said this out loud, but it's like Ronaldo and Messi. I was in college, 2011. I went a little later, but I was a little older, but it's like, that was a big thing then between my friends. And here we are 15 years later. It's still a big thing. So when they leave, is that just going to leave a huge, I know there's Mbappe and there's a guy, I don't follow, sorry, the guy you mentioned here, Yamal, but is that going to leave? They're so worldwide. I watch the World Cup every year because I love it, but I don't watch soccer. It's just, that's good. That's two huge names pretty much leaving the sport at the same time.
For sure. I mean, there's going to be like a big gap there. I think my hope though is like after the World Cup, that'll really like that's usually how it works.
Couple players, yeah.
Yeah, and also like the US will just be much more into soccer. Like kids, they say that kind of effect goes like 10 years out of there's kids who will go to this World Cup who are going to be 8-10 years old, and then once they're 18, they're going to be soccer fans, so they remember this great experience.
I'm going to push that. I agree. I hope that does have nothing right, and I can see the logic in that. However, I've been hearing that line for 25 years. They've been, all the girls soccer became, especially in California growing up, women's soccer was huge, or girls soccer, the men's soccer. So every time the World Cup comes up for you, they always say it's going to, and then it still never becomes as popular here as some of the other. Let's say this, it is 10x as popular as it was 20 years ago, if not more. So it definitely is more popular than it was, no doubt, at least here in America. Frank asks, with the World Cup coming, do you have any sleeper players you're buying that could pop?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were just talking about not being able to predict, and now we're going to go predict. Not really. I mean,
or how about not sleeper? How about a couple players? I don't know how much the audience even knows, or a couple players people should be looking at besides sleepers. Here we are predicting, but yeah.
Yeah, I would just stick with the big names. I mean, I think Mbappe, Holland, Doué on France is interesting. I'm mainly
his name, the guy for France,
Desiree Doué. He's kind of like, he's a young star for them potentially. I'm mainly Vinicius. I'm just buying. I'm not just the guys who I think are going to be the biggest stars in the tournament. I think are going to be on a much bigger stage and much more well known, especially with their cards, than they are right now. So I'm pretty much just keeping it simple with those guys. I mean, I think Holland, Mbappe, Vinny, and for some reason the other names aren't coming to mind right now. But it's like, will be the biggest names.
I mean, you might be the brightest. You might be buying soccer today. Do you see a big run up coming? I mean, is a run up going to come because the World Cup's going to be here and it's going to be a big deal?
No, I mean, I think that, I've been telling people it's like when everyone is anticipating one thing, then you should probably be looking the other way. So I would be surprised if prices aren't higher like right before. Like I think there'll definitely be some sort of peak, but I think that if you're just purely trying to like time it like that and you're going to sell right when everyone is I don't know. I think there'll be some price movement, but I don't think it's going to be anything crazy.
I have a few more questions. I want to say thanks to Artisan 1989. I think I said your name right. Thanks for being a member. It is fun. It's cool. Get your name down there. You got some videos to watch over there. Here's the next question. Something I want to tell you. First, dude, thank you for calling in. And second,
Yeah, of course.
it's been cool because, you know, you're taking a certain way, but dude, it's life. It's like, the guy I made a video on, or, you know, getting so mad over it. I get mad, but it's like, come on, man. So I just think it's neat that we can do this still, even though our channels are kind of different.
For sure. And I think it's great. Like, I mean, it sounds so cliche, but it's true. Like, people who have differing opinions, differing styles of content, like, I think it's great. Like, I come on here and I'm exposed to thoughts that maybe I wouldn't have had, but I think hopefully other people are hearing another perspective too, which I think is good for everyone. And the other thing too is like, I can be criticized. I'm open to criticize, but one thing I'll like stand on is like, I'm happy to talk honestly and opening with anyone about anything. So whenever that opportunity is here, I'm happy to do it. I really enjoy it.
And you're also reasonable, you know. I mean, you'll listen to both sides. You're reasonable about things. Ziggy has 2 questions for you. Our guy Ziggy, are you buying any of the new Topps case hits? What is popular? I don't know if you know, but he asks.
I've seen them. I've seen them out of the Topps Chrome basketball. I'm still learning. Yeah, I mean, they seem cool. I think they're putting the effort in, but just like people ask me, are you buying this? Are you buying that? I don't really ever target specific cards outside of like particular circumstances.
Ziggy also asks any big goals, and I'll try to think of one for myself after, but any big goals or a goal for 2026?
100K subscribers, definitely a big one.
And okay, get that YouTube button.
Get that plaque. I think I can make that one happen. That's a big one.
That is huge. My goodness, I had no clue you were there.
It's
how many do you have right now?
76,000.
Okay, that's ambitious, bro. Good for you. I'm hoping to get 2,000.
I mean,
in
the hope is it's doubled almost every year. So that's the hope. That's ambitious, but I think as you
good for you to have some ambition. Yeah. What's wrong with that?
I'm gonna go for it. You know, shoot. What do they say? Shoot for the stars. If you miss,
and then you end up with 70,000 subs instead. You know, or that's crazy, bro. Good for you. Yeah, so 100K.
That's a big one.
I'm looking for 10K. So that's fine. You know, that's where we're at. I would love to get 10K. Let's get you 100K.
Well, we'll both come back at the end of 2026 when 100K, 10K will sell. We'll do
that's
it.
Right. That's right.
That's a big one. And then just I don't know, a bunch of like personal stuff. Like I think I might move this year, just continuing to optimize. So because that's the tough thing. As it's grown, it's done really well, but it's like, it's just me. Like I remind people of that. Every single one of these big guys you see, they have a full-time cameraman, full-time team, producers, all that stuff.
At the National, my eyes got, I learned a lot, man. It was very interesting.
Yeah. Like I talked to some guys and he's like, yeah, my manager said this and we have this content runway. I'm like, what? You have a manager?
Content runway.
I'm working on a cameraman. So yeah, it's that's the thing. Just finding the balance. How can I like build this sustainably?
Not to call it just popped in my head. Do you edit your own videos? Because they're very well polished. I mean, your stuff, I've told you that before.
No, so I edited them for the longest time. Now that is the one thing I have. Because if I didn't have an editor, I'd be cooked. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. That's the one thing I had to outsource. But it's just like, freelance. So still a lot of management on my side.
In real life, I'm a pretty humble person. Let's have a little ego. You're looking at the best sports card editor in cards right here.
There you go.
Maybe Ryan from Sports Card, even though he fucking sends me some garbage DMs, he's probably up there as the best sports card editor out there. Let's give him some love on that. Absolutely. And I'd put myself right there. Trike. Oh no, this was a good question some love to Hobby Champs. Hobby Champs has been here a long time. He's become a very loyal to the lives, but he meant to say Trike, but it's funnier reading it Drake. Drake, have you ever met another hobby influencer in person and absolutely hated the personality? You don't have to name names. Anyone you walked away with like feeling a little dirty?
Hated? No.
Hate's a strong word. How about leaving feeling that little feeling, that little dirty feeling?
I think that it rubs me the wrong way with some hobby influencers when they have like the ego really rubs me the wrong way. It's like, dude,
because you don't seem to have one. I mean, not just from talking anymore. I mean, you don't really have a big ego, which is awesome. That's why we can get along.
I'm gonna get a little controversial here, I guess. If people want the real stuff,
yes, we do.
when you can tell with certain people that this is the first amount of attention they've gotten in their life, and it's really gotten to their heads. So that's like, I'll fire off one hot take tonight. And seeing that go to people's head is really just kind of gross to watch, to be honest.
And it is interesting because a lot of like who's had social media attention like this before. For me, just a smaller channel, like it's interesting. You can't let it go. You know, it's finicky. You have some people that love you for 6 months and then they send you a terrible email. YouTube's an interesting place to be. Social media is an interesting place to be, and I could see how it could get to some people's head, but I can see how that's a huge turnoff as well.
Yeah, we collect cardboard. Like, it's really
That's
not
right.
that. And
Super
also,
nerdy.
we always forget, like, you know, in our scheme, it's like, oh, you know, 100K or 70K or where I'm at. It's like, really, in the grand scheme of social media, that is so small anyways. So, like, who cares? Like, it's just so dumb. Having an ego in general. I think that's the one thing I really like too about playing sports is like,
yep, I was thinking that shit in my head right now.
yeah, it's like I was like, okay, I'm the best player in my high school, but it's like you go to the high school down the road, that kid can kick my ass. So it's like, why am I
always
gonna
get humbled, man?
Why am
even
I
if
gonna
you're real
like
good?
Yeah, it's like, why am I gonna think I'm sick and like talk down to the kids at my high school when you can throw a stone down the road and then that kid from that high school would cook me? It's like, there's always going to be someone better than you. There's always, and also just like,
yep,
don't be a dick in general. Like, this is just no way to live life, you know? So that's one thing I'll stand on. And I would say that to people's faces. It's like, dude, let's not have egos. That's so lame. Like, come on now.
And, you know, it's the same thing you mentioned the first time we're getting attention. Maybe it's even not. They just get up on it. But athletes, it happens the same. And obviously you and me, you know, I boxed for a decade and you could have some great days, great weeks. And then you realize, oh, yeah, I'm nothing. You know, I mean, it's like, but some athletes never feel that way. Some athletes, and it's the same thing, I guess, with this YouTube thing, they feel themselves, you know, I'm sure you've been around them.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the other thing too, is like in the social media game that people don't know is like, if you get high on the highs, then you'll get low on the lows too.
Yes.
So that's the other thing.
Yeah.
It's like, it goes both ways. Like when
That's
people
true.
are,
I've noticed for me, it's important to kind of stay even keel or in the middle.
you can't, like, if people don't know on YouTube, it literally gives you a grade out of 10. If it's a 1 out of 10, that means it's like your best video. 10 out of 10, it means it's your worst performing. So even when I get a 1 out of 10, I try not to get like too high. You can't be like, oh, I'm the truth. Like, you kind of have to detach yourself. It's like, all right, well, I got lucky. This one's doing well. So next one may not. It's just like, I'm just going to put out a good video and see what happens, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not going to say I got high on life, but it humbled me because this summer, bro, my videos were getting 5, 10K, 20K, and now I'm not there. And so it's a, you know, keep it in check. Don't get too big for your britches. It's all, I love this ancient proverb. It says, chop wood, carry water before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water after enlightenment. And that's just, for me, that's a good motto. Who is a sports card comments as does Trike Bike have a PSA sponsorship?
So I've done like 2 sponsored videos in the past, and then I have an affiliate code. So if people sign up, so if that, yeah, that's, but I don't hide that.
Affiliate code. That's it. Not sponsored, just an affiliate.
Yeah.
Code, which is very common.
For sure. And I don't care. Like, if someone thinks that's like I'll disclose that conflict. If someone thinks that's a conflict of interest and you don't want to take what I say about PSA seriously, like,
no. And just because
fine.
You have I have a promo code of Card Ladder. I obviously talk shit on PSA, and if Card Ladder had something, I would. So just because you have it you still say how you feel.
Yeah. I call it like I say it.
Now, I don't know what KK is implying. Maybe to you. I hope not, but we'll see. Has Professor ever brought anyone on that gets major loans against the card value of their collections? You know, maybe that guy we made a video on today, but I have, not that I know of. Why would they even admit that? So I don't think he's implying that to you. Take out any loans?
A lot of people were
cards?
doing it.
Oh, a lot of people were doing it.
Oh, during the pandemic, big time.
So do you think some people are doing it now thinking, hey, I could take out a loan and make a business out of this? Because it's booming. You know, some of these the way they're promoting it, it's, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anyone personally, but I think what, especially with some of these people who are like super flashy and making these big deals and stuff like this, I don't know. I don't have any personal insider knowledge, but I think people would be surprised at the amount of people who are doing that on like a leveraged lifestyle, though. You know what I mean? It's like they might own this amount in cards, but some of it is from loans and collateral they have on other cards and all this stuff. So, but I do know during the pandemic, like I think it was PWCC was giving out these collateral and these loans, and people were like running it up, and then the market fell, and it just kind of got kind of messed up.
I saw, maybe it was the same guy, Jim's Hole here. Interesting. Are the Dodgers a monopoly? I mean, they're in a major league, but wouldn't you have to ask if it doesn't, or Major League Baseball monopoly? I don't understand. The Dodgers are just one team inside a bigger organization. So the Anaheim Angels play right next door. I don't understand this question, but maybe you can enlighten me, Jim. Do you understand this at all? Or the Dodgers a monopoly? What am I missing?
I guess people, just in the sense of like people say they kind of have like they're just buying up a lot of the best players in the league.
Oh, that's MLB problem. That's been a problem a long time, but they don't want to do a cap.
Yeah. I don't like to see it, but I mean, I don't know. We don't have to dive
The
deep
Yankees were doing it prior. Teams been doing this for a long time. Then you have the A's or other teams that just, they don't spend money. It's a problem, but I don't think that has anything to do with the monopoly. I think that's Major League Baseball needs to get their shit, and maybe they like it better. Any thoughts, Trike, on getting into vintage? Dan asks.
What's
up, Dan?
I want to. I don't know though. I'll be honest. I've toyed around with the idea of it, of like, you know, getting, because it's obviously more solid than modern stuff. But I'll be honest. I just don't connect to it. Like I didn't collect it growing up. I didn't obviously watch a lot of the players, so it would be purely a financial thing.
You know, I would be. How old are you?
30.
That's what I thought. And I'm 40. And I think Scotty B's also 30, and he's also modern, not vintage. I think in the next decade, that's going to change, because I didn't grow up watching Magic Johnson or Larry Bird. I was a little late. I was born in 85. So by the time 92, 93, they're exiting. I didn't grow up watching, you know, Bill Russell or Wilt Chamberlain. I didn't collect those cards, but that's where I see eventually the modern becomes, for decades. It's not, you realize you're just, eventually, I think the natural thing is if people do stay in, they do move backwards. I could be wrong for you, but I'm gonna make a prediction. Hopefully, you and Scotty in the next decade are gonna lean more vintage. If you stay around, that will be my guess. My prediction, sure. Or not vintage, maybe this era, or the kids you grew up, or the guys you grew up watching. Versus, you know, I'd rather go buy Gary Payton auto rookie than anything today, because I watched Gary Payton play as a kid. You know, so. That's just interesting. None of it, but you know, anyone collects vintage now. Never grew up watching it. You know, most people didn't watch Honus Wagner. Nobody watched Honus Wagner. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I've already, like, the more I've gone through it, like before I was like, I only want the flashy young prospects, but now I'm like, honestly, I had the highs and lows and the crashes and seen all of these. That's the thing. It's like I've been through so many cycles of Anthony Richardson, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Jaden Daniels. Now it's like I keep seeing it happening, and I've taken some shrapnel every time of like, man, I still have that Jaden Daniels.
The honesty, man, this is good.
I still have that Anthony Richardson card, and I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of this. It's like, same, like I said, I keep beating it to death, but it's like when all my Kobe cards, I've been fine. So it's like, I mean, obviously you got to be careful. The pandemic.
There's select players that recently have just gone the last year. Just their chart looks like straight up. So, and Kobe happens to be one of them.
Yeah, it's just simpler. So I think you're right. Like I keep gravitating more and more towards solid. I think that's just the natural progression. The longer people are in this, they gravitate more towards the older stuff that's more solid, stuff that they can trust.
That's right. That's right.
I do the thing I am balancing with the vintage is like, I like cards, and I want to have them as part of like my quote unquote portfolio as kind of a hedge. But the problem is like if I was going to buy a nice $5,000 vintage card or something, it's just like that would be just too big of a chunk the money I have to spend right now, and I would just I'm building up my stock portfolio. But once that's to a point that I'm really happy with, then I would like to get more vintage in there.
I want to make a little point here. It's easier to see in this angle. If I'm just going to use boxing, right? You could go out and buy a Lennox Lewis autograph rookie on card, right? Under $500. You could buy a Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the best fighters of the past 45 years, for, you know, $700. You could buy Mike Tyson autograph rookie for under $1,000. So why is any of the boxing product modern worth anything? If you could get these all-time heavyweight, not even heavyweight, because Sugar Ray, some are not. If you can get these all-time fighters autograph rookies for under, it makes the new boxing product absolutely worthless. And it's smaller numbers, easier numbers to see, but that's my take on most of the sports right now, is that there's these great cards out there, these legends, and so the other thing I'll pivot to is I bought Modern up until about 17 or 18. And that's when I just noticed like, man, there's just so much of it now. They kept printing more and more until today. And so it turned me off. It's like nothing I collect's really going to be rare. Nothing I get is really going to be the rookie card, because there's a million rookie cards. And it used to be you want the rookie card. So that, I did collect Modern up until about 5-6 years ago, and I'll still buy a little of it here and there, but I'm just turned off with the product. That's for me, for me. I have more questions. Chad has more questions, including Neo, but any rebuttal to that or take?
I 100% agree. Like boxing, I think these niche sports, soccer, I've made the point to people with soccer before, like there's these new like cases that come out or boxes and it's like $5,000. And I'm like, in soccer, you could damn near buy the whole market for $5,000. You can get a Messi rookie. You can get a autograph of the original Ronaldo, Van Persie, Maldini, Cannavaro, Beckham. Like you could buy everything for $5,000 instead of buying the one box, because it's not these boxing and soccer. It's not as expensive as like a football or something like that. So yeah, the disparity I've found between box prices and what you could buy if you just went singles is even bigger in some of these niche sports.
Me and Neo have gone back at each other, but Neo, I appreciate you, bro. And he has a question for you, and I gotta schedule Neo to get on here. I'll try to do that. Neo, Trike, are you going to Fanatics Fest?
Neo, I should be. It sucks that it's like I think it's the week before the national and this cross country.
Oh, really? There's a week difference between the two.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting that is that way.
Wow.
Let's get our tinfoil hats on. But
it might make people choose one or the other.
It absolutely will. And that's an interesting discussion, because Fanatics Fest is like, it's not for everyone, but the effort and the production value.
It's a show, man. From what I saw it looks like a fun show, but not a card show. A show. It's a spectacle.
No, but I've told people, I'm like, there's not a lot of vintage, so that's fair. But if you're looking for the best of the best dealers and modern and stuff like that, Fanatics Fest, if you were just looking to spend cash on high-end cards, I think there's an argument for going to Fanatics Fest over the National. So I'll say that.
And as you know, I grew up on the West Coast, so it didn't make sense to go East Coast for the National, but going my first time, I didn't go there. I was pretty introverted. I was studying, I was getting content. I had a blast. I mean, I just had a blast at the National. Not that I wouldn't at Fanatics Fest, but I really enjoyed my time at the National.
Yeah. I mean, it's different. People have made that point before. It's like, the thing I like about, the biggest selling point of Fanatics Fest is like, I'm with my girlfriend. She can like do the games and see celebrities.
There's a lot more there. Right.
Yeah. Yes. And we're in New York.
For the non-card person.
The sell is a lot easier than, hey, you want to come to the Cleveland IX Center with me, and you're gonna be, slammed in a stinky place with no air conditioning. So that's the pitch right there.
That was another one. Everyone talked about how stinky it was before. And I understand there's guys. It didn't smell that bad.
That's overdone, like the deodorant joke or whatever. I mean, it's just a meme at this point.
Clay asked, do you buy and hold any sealed wax?
Not on purpose. I think I have some, like sometimes in collections or deals, I'll wind up with sealed wax, and I don't like selling that stuff on eBay because there's a lot of BS. So I end up just holding on to it. But no, I don't do it. It works out. I mean, shout out Neo in the chat, like the Pokemon stuff. It's your One Piece. It seems like a no brainer. It's just something I really do.
I don't know what I'm going to be ignorant here, but I'll be honest. I don't know what Asterix or Obliques is, but Trike, do you collect Asterix and Obliques comic books since you love soccer cards?
I'm not familiar with those either. But I was never into comic books really growing up. So that could be a blind spot for me there.
KK is Ryan from Sports Car Radio. That's funny. My affiliate link is Tesla. Did we get any more questions here? I think I'll piggyback off the last influencer question. Have you met anyone that actually surprised? Oh yeah, that's a good one. Who have you met that you just, you really kicked it off with or enjoyed? Yeah. You're going to say Ty Wilson. I know.
No, I was going to say I'm such an asshole. I can't think of anybody right now.
All right. The man's honest. That's hilarious.
No. I mean, I like that, but like surprised. Yeah. Ty was really, I mean, I'm not.
I didn't mean Ty Wilson. I meant Teapot. What is Ty's last? I don't even know his last name.
Tyler Nethercott.
There you go. Is that who you're talking about, or Ty
government?
Wilson?
I'm exposing him. I was thinking Ty Wilson. Ty Wilson.
Okay, all right.
I would say Ty Wilson and
No, I have no
Chris.
beef with Ty Wilson. None.
Chris Sewell. It didn't surprise me, but they were.
Chris is great, man. Really enjoy it. Really
I just
enjoy it.
I've called him like twice and just asked him about card stuff, like dumb questions I have, and he's a really nice guy. And we also we had some fun in Toronto messing around at the little panel we did. So yeah, I mean, pretty much everyone has been nice, and it's cool hanging out with those guys. Oh, well, okay. My hot take was, and this is here. I think I've been doing like pretty well on this. I'm gonna end on a really sour note.
Here we go. Okay.
I when I met Jeff, I just really liked him. I was just like, oh, I would like to have like a beer with this guy, and that was not something maybe I necessarily predicted. So let me have it in the chat, but that was probably the most surprising. And the crowd goes silent. Just deafening silence. Come on, you have to be nice if we want to set up the debate.
Yeah, that's true. I'll be nice. As you mentioned, I'm a nice guy. I'll be nice, but I just think there'll be some things in the debate he can't defend or talk, but we'll see. That would be awesome.
I like
that would be fun.
I like it.
Anything you want to, let's end it here. I'd love to see you this weekend, even if it's for 5 minutes. I'd like to say hello.
That'd be great. I'm getting in Friday early and leaving Sunday, so we can make it happen. Maybe you won't be able to stop by the show on Sunday at all. You don't think?
No, I might, because what I do is I record the games, so there's a chance. Sundays I actually want to go Saturday night, but Sunday would also work, and I would just try not to see the score, so I'd come home and watch.
Yeah.
But I'll work it around being able to get over there.
Yeah, just
Troy, have a great New Year. I hope to see you this weekend, and thank you for your time, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Let's do it again soon.
That was fun. 220 people in here. Awesome. Yeah. And Troy was a great call. AIH crushed it. Charles came in with some knowledge on the RGL thing. If you haven't seen that video from today, that video is doing that's a good. Yeah. When you have a lot of content to work with, what can be done? Guys, tonight was awesome. Again, a new member, Autism 1989. Thank you so much. Fun to have the members. Anything else I want to do? We're going hour 50. We got Burbank cards. Trike, that was a great conversation. AIH, appreciate you a bunch. Rhonda, disappointed we couldn't get you in tonight, Rhonda. Anytime, if you want to come and hang, you're more than welcome to come and hang anytime. I repositioned my entire sports car. Oh, you can't see this. That's why. There we go. I repositioned my entire sports car portfolio after this analysis. Let's see what this Slabonomics guy has to say. It's all confusing as hell. It's very good. We're not doing this. We already did this card. This card. There's Neo. I didn't know. It's just top of the order there, but there's Neo with the season 2019 Stranger Things. What else we got? What is the Griffey watch? Let's end with a little Griffey watch here. 1989 Upper Deck. What did it last sell for? PSA 10. That's at 47.50. That's another thing I mentioned in one of the videos. Isn't it crazy how much power PSA has? They're going to decide if you send this card in, it's decent looking. You get anywhere from an 8 to 10. If they give you a 10, it's 47. Very few they're giving a 10 these days, of course. We don't want BGS. But if it grades a 9, you're only getting back 400, which is up now because it was 350. It's skyrocketing. It's almost COVID prices. Guys, use your brain here. Use your brain. It's getting pushed up. It's getting in the zeitgeist. And then the 8's 150. So if you have this beautiful looking card as a 10, and then look at his card. Is all, come on. Dot here, maybe. I don't know. But 8 to 10, you're either getting back 4,500 or 150. That's what this is all built on. It's all built on that. This guy, there's some shit talking in this one. Nobody cares. It's because I went after, I don't like the juice, as AIH calls it, the Kurtz card carry. Now, Charles or someone else mentioned, I can't remember. Maybe it's not. It was someone else in my comments or DMs that he's not the worst one. But you know what? He's the one that made it. Him and the other guy, Minty, they made it so acceptable. They pushed it. They won out there. And now, so sure, there's copycats, and they're even worse, maybe. And we don't know how good these guys, but some of these people in the comments really were backing them up. Like something about is this even the right video? It is, but something about do you fix up an old car? And it's like, no shit, it runs better, it's safer. And how many cars can you fix up to restore in a day? How many cars can you fuck up or fix up in a day? So You know, and then like old weapons, they're devalued if they're messed with. I think we're getting to a point with all these new people and ka-ching, instead of the love of the cards and the hobby, we're getting to a point where these people think that's, you know, and some of you are in the chat, it's one of the most controversial topics in sports cards, where some people agree, some people disagree, and some people are in the middle. And anyone that's been loyal to cards for 30 years and loved cards and will be in cards for 30 more years, they don't want that shit being touched like that. And maybe some of you do, but you know, and I find more of the newer people, more of the people at TCG, more of the people that see it as ka-ching, a flip, a bankroll, some money. They're okay with waxing it, with maybe cutting a little corner or doing some bullshit. So unfortunately, guys, we did an hour 55. We still have over 200 people in here. Let's see if, let's see that it's talking about is also a card cleaner. What do you know? That's Surge Booyah. A guy we looked at earlier from AIH was talking about it's also a card cleaner. He was abandoned from PSA. I could have swore Kurt's card care got banned from PSA or his account. Now he's still grading and showing on his video. AIH shows Hoj, the CEO, that, hey, look, this exact card got wiped and cleaned. And now it's some crazy amount. Crazy. Stupid. Tomorrow, Dan the Card Man calling in early. And then in the afternoon, it's Chris Sewell and Jeremy from CIA. So the two, you know, Chris Sewell and then Jeremy is going to join along, who's the snowman. If you watch Chris's channel, they've been friends a long time. He goes on there. They shoot the shit. Been doing deals a long time. So guys, it was a fun night. It was a really, I had a great time. And we did 2 hours. And again, it felt like 10 minutes. Oh, geez, this is going to be an interesting way to end. Oh, boy. Blue Red Master, I'm going to give you a minute, but you got to be sharp. Give us what you want. Gentlemen, ladies, have a great night. We'll end with Blue Red Master. Here you are, bro. How you doing? What's up? What are you finishing the show with?
Sorry for interrupting, but I have something to say. Is I think we need to develop like a list of like rookies that are going to be good in the league, so that people will know, don't buy that rookie, buy this rookie.
Blue Red, I'm going to take you off. I'll take your answer off. So I want you to, I hope you hear this because you're young. I think you're 21. Kobe Bryant was one of the best players of all time, maybe the best that I've ever seen. All right, outside of Jordan probably. And even Kobe cards, most his rookie cards you could go buy for $20, $30. So even if it's, you also have to predict which one and this and that and the other. And so I still mean it. Go buy, you know, the Hall of Famers. I understand you watch NBA, you love NBA, so you want to buy what's now, and that's fine. Have fun with it, you know. But the value is I don't know, man. I think it's hard to. It's fun. It is fun to prospect. It's also impossible. You know, I mean, Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, even some guys at Chet Holmgren, who's even had success. It's very, and Chet Holmgren's good. Does anyone give a shit? It's not, people don't even care. It's about who finds the zeitgeist, who founds the hype. So anyways, Blue Red, I appreciate you calling in. I just think we're on two levels on that. I love it. And I'm down to still talk about it with you. But I also want to caution you that, no, I don't want to put a list like that together because I'm going to be called out like a fool when 70, 80. Look at Jeff Wilson. Will Gray is the perfect example. He came on humping. You know who he was pumping the first two beginning of his channel? Lonzo Ball. And look how that turned out. And Lonzo was a great talent to prospect and a Laker. And this guy, Will Greer. So, you know, Will Greer is a 10-time better investment than Kyler Murray or whatever the times was. So, it could fall on the floor. Anyways, Blue Red Master, I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Let's do it again tomorrow. Dan the Card Man, Chris Sewell. Seriously, Blue Red Master, I appreciate it because we're on such different levels. And I want to hear what you're going to do. And I want to make sure that your collection's good and you do the best. Have fun with it. Don't expect any of it to pop off, and we'll see y'all tomorrow, guys. Thank you, Frank, in there for doing all the comments. Ziggy, thank you for any help. Rhonda, thank you for your help. And we'll do it again tomorrow. A lot of fun. Go check out the video if you haven't. Great video today. Bye, guys.